Hey everybody, how's it going? We are here with a timeless reading. Welcome to the channel. Okay. First cards that we have out are Two of Cups and Hanged Man. This looks like you may be retiring an old perspective or an old view, and that something new is going to be gained and realized. This would be definitely an expansion of awareness. So there may be things that you're realizing, things that you're considering. And these would be personal realizations that are being made. Seems even like it's connected with foundational stuff for you, because having Queen of Pentacles and having Ten of Pentacles, this is about the stuff in your life that, like, why you put in work is for the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like when you invest in things, you hope to get the Ten of Pentacles out of it. Like, you hope that that's what it matures into. And having Two of Cups here can be about, like, your relationships. And having Hanged Man can be sort of these, like, spiritual epiphanies that you're having. But it's stuff that it doesn't come all at once. And it can be, like, constantly shifting and developing as well. And you can also feel like sometimes there are delayed realizations, but that they do end up coming through. It just took being open to, like, expanding your perspective. And it seems like these have implications that are connected with, like, your personal life and also bigger goals that you have. And really what you want at the end of the day too, like, within your life, and what you want to keep. It's like, what's worth sort of spending your energetic currency on that you want to actually, like, keep around, because you're like, yep, that's worth the energetic currency. Because you don't want to be spending it on stuff and then be like, that's so last season, you know? This feels like it's about lasting things for you. And this can be about, like, lasting relationships for you within your life that you want to sort of keep there. Like, things that you can build with too. Ooh, something's going through a big change is what I'm seeing. Okay. Death card can feel a little bit intimidating. What this means is that you may be doing something very, very different, or you may be making a very big transition right now. This is about something that you're going to be getting into. This is a path that you're going to be going down. But it may be different than you initially think. Like, you may have something right now that's coming to mind, and this may be a little bit different. But I am seeing something be clarified for you. That means that it's very clear the path that you're going to be going down. Like, there's no question about it. Death card means, though, that something may have to be surrendered in order to do this, in order to pursue this. But you would feel like this shedding is not only necessary, but that it's worth it for you in order to pursue what you feel genuinely is calling you to pursue it, and to be open to that. So I'm seeing there be this interest of yours, and it can be like a new way of doing things, or like a new path, or like a new calling, or something like that. And to have the Ace of Swords, it's like there are things that you are realizing as you're walking down this path. This path feels very clear to you, but you may again have had to, like, surrender something in order to do this. But it feels very clear that this is worth it to you. And I'm seeing it have to do with, like, stuff going on within your personal life. So it's something that matters like specifically to you and how you're living. If you had been waiting on like an answer to receive something, I'm seeing that be happening. Clarification, even more information. What I do feel though is that, okay, so Death card and Page of Wands can be like, I never thought that I'd go down this route, and here I am feeling genuinely very called to move in this direction, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm seeing you feel clear on that. Like having the Ace of Swords here is like, I don't have any question in my mind any longer. And also, so that can be like this moment of like breakthrough. Like I never expected to change in this way or to grow in this way or to evolve in this way. However, here I am doing exactly that because this is necessary for me. And I'm seeing like a lot of things be realized as this is happening, but there's still even more to be realized too. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, which is very important because it means that you're clear on what's going on. So you have this, but you also have this too. So as much as you may have something that's very important, that's giving you clarity, there is more of that that's going to be coming to you. So it's not just a like one-time epiphany. It feels like this is something that it's going to like keep building and building and building. Like there's going to be a lot more. Even like supporting this. Could also be getting information about like what you're currently pursuing as well. Like now that you're clear on that, it seems like information that you wanted about it, because having the Knight of Swords here, this is like having conversations about this thing that you want to be having conversations about, or like getting information on this thing that you know that you want to pursue. It's like that sort of thing. So this information that you get in, it's going to be like very relevant to what you have going on. There may be somebody that you're working with. I am seeing the Three of Pentacles. Somebody could be giving you information about what you're doing. But what they would be bringing in, it would like align with your understanding of this is what I'm seeing. So that's how you'll know. For some of you, something is going to be delayed. Like you know where you're going, but there can be like a little bit of a delay is what I'm seeing. It's kind of like when you're waiting in line. That's what I'm seeing is going on. But just know that if that does happen, it's not because you're in the wrong line. It's because like your guides are timing you out to make sure that you are where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. So you may have like arrived somewhere a little bit early and it's like not time for that cycle to begin. So just know if you feel something like that happening, like with the timing, that it's supposed to be like that, okay? Some of you, there's like somebody professional that you're working with. It doesn't have to be like that. But this feels like something officially that you're getting involved in. So this is like, there's somebody here that you're working with, that you're cooperating with even, and to have it be the King of Pentacles, this is somebody that you could be like, wow, this person means business. But this can also be the way that you're entering into situations now when you're interacting with people, where there's like a specific way that you want to be showing up, or like a specific role that you want to be playing, and that's like you actually following through with that and like being aligned with that. And it's like in a way that you feel empowered. And also you can have somebody that you see in that light as well that you're like working with or interacting with too. I'm seeing there be like nerves about something. So yeah, it's like I'm showing up how I want to be showing up, and because it's like aligned with how I perceive myself and how I perceive I should be showing up, I feel empowered by that because it's aligned with my values and my identity. Something along the lines of that. But there could have been like nerves about sharing something even. Because it can be like King of Pentacles and the Empress. The Empress is like really how we want to show up and how we're emanating our energy. And King of Pentacles can be like what we're doing with that, or like the role that we play because of that. And so it's sort of like calling yourself what it is that you want to be, or like the labels that you have, like that sort of thing. But you can still feel nervous about showing up in this way. I'm not saying that be like a big deal or anything. It just may just be part of it for now for you. Because there's nothing wrong with like feeling anxious about something. It just is. Ah, I see. Maybe this has to do with a specific person that you're interacting with. You may feel a little bit thrown off by their energy at times in a way where you're like still making sense of it. I get a bit of... It's like when you decide to like show up playing a particular role and you still have nerves about that because you don't feel completely comfortable within it yet. And I'm seeing somebody that you may be interacting with that they could, I'm seeing Queen of Wands come out. They could be somebody that like they're very confident with the way that they show up. And so for you, it could like throw you off a little bit because of that. I'm seeing something like this, but I'm also getting that you can learn from this person too. So it's like, let's say that you're a young actor, okay? And you are trying out for this role and you get it, and then you're like working on this movie with somebody that's maybe a more seasoned actor, and you see just like the elegance and the confidence that they have and how they move through, and they look like they know what they're doing and they seem so self-assured. And even though that can feel a bit intimidating because they're in that similar world as you, there's a lot that you can learn from that, because it may be something that like you are going to also embody yourself because that resonates within you. And so it's sort of about like learning from that and discovering what parts of that resonate with you as well. Because I even get like potentially a sense of admiration that one may feel. It does look like there's a lot of creative energy here. Like having Three of Pentacles, which can be about collaborating and working together. And then we have King of Pentacles and Queen of Wands, which can be two people. And then to have the Empress in between, it can be like working on a project together, producing something together, like creating something together in some way. So it's sort of that's happening. And also, this can all be you with yourself too. So know that as well. As much as this can be like multiple people here within a reading, some of you, this is like a solo journey that you're doing where you're trying to figure out how to show up in a business way, and collaborate with this part of yourself while also collaborating with this part of yourself that's like creative and that's confident about what you're doing and you feel like you know what's going on. And then having the Empress, it's like, what does that make when they go together? You know? So like when you show up playing this role where you're like, this is the job that I want to be doing, how does that work with the part of yourself that wants to express itself? And when you bring them together, what does that produce? So it can be like that sort of thing that's happening here. So you're trying to get these two parts of yourself to cooperate with one another. And this would be the part of yourself that's like, I have responsibilities and I need to take care of things like financially, or when I say I'm going to show up in that way, it's important that I follow through. So it can be the more like task oriented things or like responsibility oriented things. And then this is that part of you that's like passion and the spark and like having fun and expressing yourself and like the fluidity and stuff like that sort of thing. And then when you bring them together, the Empress is like sort of what's produced or what's created. And this would show them like us trying to work and get them together. So know that this is all going on within you, like inside of you. And also, for some of you, there's another person that's involved in this. But that doesn't have to be the case for everybody, okay? And it's not going to be the case for everybody, just for some of you guys. But you could have had like a different idea before about how these things went together, because I'm seeing Two of Cups and I'm seeing the Death card. And also the Hanged Man is connected with it. So it could have been like when things like merge or converge, like there's a sense of like confluence even. My ideas of what that was before, because of the Death card, it means like those things are evolving and those things are shifting and those things are changing and expanding. And I'm working on something, I'm working through something. And I'm seeing that it's also like bringing about like even these spiritual realizations that you're having. And it's about like what it is that you're doing right now. But this is like a gradual process, it seems like. So there's something that you're interested in doing, and I'm seeing you like suit up to be like, this is the path I want to go down, and this is the outfit I have to wear if I'm going to go this way. And I'm seeing this have to do with, it seems like a personal pursuit of yours in some way. And I'm seeing you be more and more clear about the Empress, which is about what you're sort of like giving, creating, making. Or how you want to show up. Or like a way that feels empowering to show up. So it can even be too like, I want to work on this process, and even though I don't know what exactly it's going to produce, I know that this is the way that I want to show up, and I feel empowered showing up this way. And so I'm going to see what happens then by me doing this, because this is feeling right. So it feels like you're finding a right fit for you. I'm seeing 10 of Pentacles, which is connected with things that matter to you and your values. Stuff going on within your personal life. This can also be long-term goals that you're thinking about, or like more long-term goals. It can also be about what you're like planning to show up for regularly too. And I'm also seeing there be information that you're getting that's going to be like a double confirmation about something that I'm seeing you like actually already know, or you already realize this, but the information that you get in, it's like a double confirmation of that. So you have this epiphany. It feels like on your own, but then I'm seeing it be confirmed, and it's from like a trusted source is what I'm seeing, okay? And I'm also getting that there's a lot of just like you learning things at this point too. So that's what's happening as well. I'm seeing everything looking very good. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.